What's going on today? Everywhere I look, everybody got gangrene. The, the cell in the body is very important to keep healthy. And America has a cancer. It has a cancer it can't walk back from. We're all sick. I don't understand what's going on. And to be quite frank with you, I don't know how to fix it. None of us know how to fix it, apparently. We have a lot of problems, issues that we have to get through. And who's going to start it up? Who has what it takes to make change? Because we've been harping change since Obama. And now we about 2-3 presidents later, and we still haven't gotten it right. The world is large, obviously. Different people everywhere. But for some reason, it's affecting everyone. It doesn't matter the tone, skin color, anything like that. I mean, we're separated by water, phone lines, this and that, so on and so forth. But yet, we're all suffering from the same thing. And it's what's causing it. Where do we go from here? You're sick. You need chemotherapy. Somebody call the doctor. I'm being serious. How many times do you do the same thing before you realize that you need to do something different, change it up to be productive? Sometimes I just don't like how one-track minded Americans are. And to be honest with you, a lot of my friends from when we were young, all we did was just laugh and joked about everything. So I don't think we're really going to be able to get it together. I mean, why? Life's short. I mean, you can't fault somebody for trying. But if it doesn't work, then maybe you just need to let it go. You know, if you're sick, you need to go lay down. Take a day off or 2. Don't get other people sick. That's what I'm saying. I'm doing what I can to do my part. And that's wake up every morning and get to this next step forward. You can't sit here worrying about what happened yesterday. Because tomorrow is more important in my eyes. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. It's just all dirt off my shoulder. You know, there's so many different ways to skin a cat. What I'm getting to is that if I got a purpose and I see it with my clear eye, I'm going to take the route of least resistance. You know, if I need to work on my muscle organ, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to bench some weights. I'm going to do curls, lats, pull-ups. Don't forget the legs. You know, what's with everyone going to the gym today? It's packed. I'm not giving them no money. I gotta keep all my resources and supplies close. I mean, it's like getting hunger. It's like hunger. It's like the Hunger Games out here. And I'm almost hungry. Like it's but so long We could keep going on like this. Personally, I feel that every one of us need a pep talk. Sometimes you gotta do the pep talk for yourself. You've gotta wind yourself up and get that battery in your own back going. There's nothing wrong with that. The only thing is, you can't get tired. When you begin, you gotta complete the mission. Okay? If they made a movie every time and always left you with a plot hanger, a cliffhanger, okay, you wouldn't tune in. So, and what is the definition of a good movie? What is it that I want out of my life? What is my purpose? What is considered success? There's so many different levels of success. Which one of them am I interested in the most? Which ones are the most important? Is really the priorities have to get in order. Fitness is number one. My fitness should be on everyone's goal. People still harping around, they harp around fitness. Americans talk about it the most. We're the least fit. And this is the dilemma that we're facing. That a lot of times, we don't take our own advice. When I used to grow up, when I was growing up, and I'm not that old now, but then again, it wasn't that long ago, and I would listen to who did what, this, that, and the third. And it's, just because you had a halfway decent story doesn't give you the ability to give somebody else advice. Especially if it isn't proven. A lot of times people just talk the talk and we just shooting the breeze, kicking it. But a lot of people's advice should come with a disclaimer. As a matter of fact, some of the old videos I used to watch would come with a disclaimer. Nowadays, nobody's video comes with a disclaimer. They're all telling you to subscribe. You're telling me a bad idea and you're also telling me to subscribe. It's funny. You can't take life so serious. In the Batman movie, like Joker, he's saying, why so serious? And when I watched the movie for the first time, I used to sit there and think, what is it exactly that he's referring to? Then again, it's just a movie. Everyone likes to talk about it. And, the Joker seemed like a very smart guy. And he seemed at the time to know a lot more about life than I did. And it was just a movie. But now today I understand. And also why Batman didn't unalive him. We're not so different, you and I. I'm too young to have gone through so many different experiences. That's taught me some vital lessons in a short span of time. And you think you're going crazy in the head, like you're coming down with something. What is the medicine to fix this? You can't just drink cough syrup. Now I gotta walk around everywhere being drugged up, going to work drugged up, then they want to give me a drug test. Everybody's got a problem. They expect me to walk around with a smile on my face. I mean, look, it can't be so bad if I'm not in the mood today. We need to start making solutions. For once in your life, be the solution. When was the last time you've been to a party you had a gracious host? Everyone is just, I don't know, what's the terminology? It's like crabs in a barrel. Eating off the next man's meal. I don't mind sharing occasionally from time to time, but at some point you gotta stop, okay? I'm not homeless. People are out here making videos about anything. Half the time I'm not exactly sure what I'm watching. Part of the reason I decided to start making my own videos, because it's got me thinking. You know, the government, they don't want you to think. But when everything falters, now I'm awake. Okay, and I see loud and clear. All different types of peer groups are forming with different ideas in mind. I don't really talk about them. Like passport bros, this, that, and the third. I'm not flying anywhere. Unless I'm going there temporarily. But I don't need to be a part of no horror story of not being able to fly back or something. And wherever it is that we decide to fix this issue, the gym is not the only solution. That's all anyone talks about is the gym. Get fit, bro. Lift more weights, bro.